Okay, so if you want to use Google Docs as a way for your students to collaboratively create notes or project or materials, you are going to start by going to Google Docs, docs.google.com. And when you get here, you may have to log in to Google Docs. I'm already logged in on this computer. And go to Create. And in this case, we're going to create a presentation. This will allow each kid to have one slide to put their materials on, and you can add more than one slide per student, however you wish, but we're going to go to Presentation. Okay, and so then you can choose a theme. I'm going to stay with the plain background. If you start getting into color backgrounds, it'll take up more memory. So I'm just going to stick with the plain one for this example. Okay, so I can give it, so we'll call this one Grade 7 Geography Project, just because this is the example I was talking to teacher about. And then I'm going to add in as many new slides as I have either groups or students or subtopics. So I'll go with 5. You might have 25, 30, or just 5 or 10. And then each one I could put the topic here. So the topic for this slide here, or the first name of a student, whatever you want your title for this page to be. And the settings I'm going to go up to the share up here. And for my students, I'm going to make it completely public for anyone with the link. Now, if you look up here, you will see that the link for every presentation is a ridiculously long code. No one's going to guess that link. So the chances of someone who I haven't shared this link with getting onto this site are slim to zero. So I'm not going to have unexpected visitors. I mean, it's always possible that someone guesses that, but I can't imagine why they would. So I'm fairly safe here to prevent random people from joining into my document. So right now, anyone with the link can view this file. I just need to change it so that anyone with the link can edit this file. This will allow my students each to go to this link, access the file, and be able to add their things on the document. And I can come and change this setting after so that they can't edit it once everybody's finished. That way no mistakes will happen after, like a year down the road, if someone's still accessing this document, or maybe next month when the students are studying for a test or something, then they can come back and access this, but they won't be able to change it anymore. So right now, during the activity, I'm going to make it so they can edit it and that anyone with a link can. And I'm going to save this. Okay, so now I don't need to send the link to anyone, because if I give them the link, or I don't have to invite people by their email addresses here, and my students will not have to create their own account. This is good because the age limit for Google Docs is 13. Okay, so done. Okay, so I can put the second topic here, and I would set this part up before giving the link to my students, and I would tell them which slide they can edit, because you wouldn't want 2 students to come here and be editing this at the same time, because it would overwrite each other. So I will explicitly tell students which slide is theirs and that they can edit. And now I'm going to do one other thing to make this a little bit easier, because right now, if I just title this, no, here we go. Once I've got that set. Okay, so I'm going to take this link, because to have to write this on the board and have the students type it in properly would be a frustrating experience for everybody. But I also don't want to post it on my class website right yet, just because I didn't want everybody to be able to access it. Just wanted my students to be able to until I've stopped the editing feature. So I'm going to shorten this link so it's something I can tell them or write on the board. I'm going to go to bit.ly or bit.ly.com. And when I get here, you paste in okay, so you paste in your long link here, and then you hit shorten. And so it's automatically shortened it to bit.ly HAWVOY. And that is something I could write on the board and kids could type in. The other thing I can do if I want, if I can customize this, and I could call this Jack's demo. Customize it. Okay, so now if I copy that to my, okay, so that's been copied to my clipboard, and I could paste that anywhere. So if I open up a new tab and paste that in, I'm going to close the other Google Doc. All my other Google Docs are closed, but if I go to this link here, it's a shortener, so it'll enter in that full long email or URL, and it will take me right to this Google Doc, and then I can go and edit the slides that I want to. So this will allow one group to work on this page, one group to work on this page, and they won't be typing over top of each other because they're on separate slides. So hopefully this helps in the shortening. The bit.ly or bit.ly.com allows you to shorten it and then just share a shortened link so that I can just write a link like that that they can go to instead. I hope this helps.